In Ramallah, in the occupied West Bank, shuttered shops, marking a general strike and 3 days of mourning. Here, Palestinians are defiant and resolute. They still believe one thing, that Israel is to blame for the explosion near the Gaza hospital on Tuesday.
I didn't sleep since yesterday.
You didn't sleep?
No. No, because how can we be normal? How can we sleep? How can we eat? How can we drink water?
Haneen Farge's life is on hold with this war.
The Israelis say it wasn't them. They say it was Islamic Jihad.
It's always like this. They always do this. They said we never did this, but they are the one who did this.
No matter what Israel says or how it defends itself, that it had nothing to do with the hospital strike yesterday, this crowd in Ramallah doesn't believe it. There's calls for protests like this over the next few days.
Already rippling across the Arab world, in Tunisia, in Jordan, and Egypt, showing solidarity with Gaza. In Lebanon, clashes around the U.S. Embassy. Washington being drawn in further to the wider conflict. Palestinian anger not only directed at Israel, but also the U.S. president, says this Palestinian American in Ramallah.
Our kids die, nobody protect us. What you think about that? America protect the Jew.
This on the day that Biden arrived in Israel, saying it was the other team which caused so much carnage outside that hospital.
If we are two teams and the Americans are on that Israeli team, so what do we have to talk about? He will always be with his team, regardless of what they tell him, regardless of all the lies that Netanyahu is telling him. He's siding by Israel.
It's not lost on the Arab street that the U.S.'s role in this war is expanding.
This is unfortunately hurting the image of the United States. It cannot be a mediator, it cannot be fair, it cannot be supporting international law.
In Ramallah, several clashes. 2 teenagers lighting fires were shot dead by Israeli forces, say Palestinian authorities. Every day that Gaza is pinned down, deteriorating, Palestinians' fury grows louder. And the facts, if unearthed, are reburied under the mound of anger and history.
Susan, Joe Biden has clearly left the region, but Israel, meanwhile, still has this enormous military buildup next to Gaza.
Yeah, but the military is not talking about that directly anymore. At news conference, when they're asked, they say we're simply not talking about it, period. That comes at the same time as this round of diplomacy, the UK's Prime Minister coming tomorrow, and a refocus on getting some aid possibly into Gaza. We don't know whether Israel is being held back, but we do know that the global attention is still very much here. And the president is giving a rare Oval Office address tomorrow to his country, talking about Ukraine and Israel.
All right, Susan Ormiston in Jerusalem tonight. Thank you.